Saying that a lot of you have took a long time to travel here as well. So a few people who were stuck on the M40 last night, so I think a round of applause should go to them as well. I'd also like to say thank you to Kiri and Gaz for letting me play a small part in their big day today. And also thank you on behalf of their bridesmaid Jodie, who did a wonderful job and was a great support to Kiri. I'm sure you'll all agree that Jodie looks fantastic. Eclipsed rightly by Kiri, who looks stunning. And thank you too to Phil and Gemma for performing usher duties. Although to be fair, I think it was Gemma that was performing the duties really. I don't know what Phil did. Phil was rubbish. Gemma, you've got a job there next time. And also, earlier I must say, when I spoke to Gaz this morning, he was very nervous, even though he said he wasn't going to be on the day. But I think he knows how lucky he is to be marrying Kiri. So. Yeah! When Gaz asked me to be his best man, I was very flattered, even if I was third choice. But then I realised I'd have to give a speech of my own. And at some point through the evening I would have to say something nice about Gaz.
Take the card.
Having said that...
Just remember, 5 months.
You're next, Fox. So. Having said that, I think I've succeeded in my first duties today, which were to get Gaz to the church. Firstly on time, a rarity. Secondly sober, which is unusual, especially after 2 pints. So and thirdly smart, which is unheard of. So. I've been mates with Gaz since school and also had the pleasure of working at the Tamar pub in our young years. A few Tamar people in there, let's all shout out. I say the pleasure because we used to play a few tricks on Gaz as he was the kitchen manager at the time. From what I remember, he was thrown in the skip, locked in the freezer, and I think he was chucked in the canal, I can't remember, but I think it was... to be fair to him, you can always have a laugh about things. It's fair to say to Gaz, he always has had a sense of humour. The time we had a barbecue at his house a couple of summers ago. Gaz was on barbecue duty, but as the day went on and the drinks went down, things gradually got out of control. And we managed to burn a huge black patch in the middle of his nice pristine garden.
Whose garden? Whose garden?
Dad, sorry, his parents were staying. Not Gaz's garden. As it happens, Father's Day was the next day, and Gaz, being the joker he is, bought his dad some miracle lawn grape as his Father's Day present. Very thoughtful, Gaz. I've had some good times with Gaz, gigs, festivals and plenty of drunken nights out. And when me and a few of the lads met up with Gaz whilst we were over in Australia, one of the highlights was going down to the beach on Christmas Day and having some beers on the beach. I made a change from turkey and the trimmings, but I must say that was one of the highlights and that was a good times. No joke there. Speaking of nights out, Gaz's stag do was certainly an eventful evening. After finding out that all the hotels were booked in Cardiff due to the rugby being on, we decided on Plan B and going to Swansea. Some of you will be more familiar with this place than others, and I must say Swansea nightlife has many highlights. Like the cooperative taxi drivers who drop you a couple of miles from the hotel at 4 in the morning in the freezing temperatures, or the policemen who are only too happy to invite you to spend a night in the cells just for moving a few traffic cones around. The weekend started with go-karting. Now, judging by the way Gaz drives, I was fully expecting him to crash several times and finish last. I think in hindsight we should have made him wear his nun's outfit during the race, but we all had a good laugh when he put it on at the evening meal. That's enough about the stag do. Gaz wouldn't let me go into any further detail, but he's buying me drinks all night as part of the booking. Just joking, Kiri. I'm not very qualified for the next bit, but it's one of the best man's duty to offer some marital advice, so here goes. Firstly, Gaz, set the ground rules and establish who is the boss, then do everything Kiri says. Secondly, remember these 3 words: you're right, Kiri. And lastly, try and think of married life as football. So be fully committed every week and make sure you score every weekend. And maybe midweek if you run form. However, don't play away from home, because this will result in an immediate red card.
Amen.
I think you'll all agree Kiri is a kind-hearted and caring person. Whenever you meet her, you're always greeted with a big smile, a huge hug and a genuine interest in how you are. She's a beautiful, intelligent girl with a heart of gold, and she deserves a good husband.
Yeah.
Gaz, I know you'll be that man. I'd like to say another thank you to everyone for coming down and joining the newly married couple in their celebrations. I'm sure you'll agree they make a fantastic couple. So finally, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to invite you all to be upstanding and raise your glasses in a toast to Gaz and Kiri. Gaz and Kiri.